Hey guys, back with another video. And for this video, I'm actually really excited to share with you guys because of the fact that there's been high interest in this topic. And, many of you have been asking me how many challenges did I pass. So here will be the breakdown and the proof to show you guys how many and how many are still running and so forth. But before that, I would appreciate if you guys can subscribe to the channel. I see, through the analytics that a lot of you guys are watching the videos but not subscribing. So again, I would appreciate, but let's get back to the title of the video. All right, guys, so here we are on my Instagram page. And initially, the way I wanted to cycle this video is I wanted to start posting the challenges that I passed for initially myself, then friends and family, and then last year when I branched off to making a community and having community members apply for my management and passing their challenges, verifications, phase 1, phase 2, and payouts. All right, so here we are, and we're going to take a look at the exact challenges that were passed. So before that, I do call my management T.Forex challenge up. So you can go ahead and click on that highlight, and it should open up. Just some brief information here if you want to get your challenge passed. And here we are. So I'm going to zoom in here. And I want you guys to take a look that there's different dates on each one. And I did watermark just because I don't want any others to steal my work. But you can take a look. The numbers should be different. The dates, even if they're the same, let's say if multiple clients, paid on the same day and started their challenges, that would be the same date, but the numbers should be different. Some of them are 100K challenges, some of them are 200K challenges. Majority of the challenges on here that I posted are FTMO, some are E8Funding. MFF did not actually have a link, so I did not actually ask the clients to give me a screenshot, but I do have some MFF screenshots that I will post because I have to collect them. Again, I wasn't sure if I want to start management. But as you could see here, again, dates are different, numbers, profit targets, all of that is shown on these screenshots. And you could filter through all of them and make sure that they are different. And there's a bunch of them, right? Now, the idea here is not that I just show you this, but I actually will show you guys the metrics links for each of these accounts with the client names, the account size. I have proof of that as well to make sure and allow you guys to understand that this is legitimate, and I've done this over and over again, and I'll show you guys more proof. All right, so here we have more evidence that I'm presenting to you guys in regards to the challenges passed. So this again includes, as it states here, phase 1, phase 2, challenge verification, and funded payouts. So these are all the links. Now, FTMO provides a link, E8Funding provides a link, a few other prop firms provide it, but MFF does not provide it. So my Forex Funds does not provide a link. So all of those ones I will have to post on Instagram, and I'll show you guys some in this video. But for that matter, I am just showing you guys the links that were provided by the prop firms that I did manage for all of the clients, including my own accounts. Now, before I click on some of the links and scroll down for the whole list, I did want to mention that I did remove the full names of the clients, including my own and some other sensitive information, just because for privacy reasons. But I did leave out their initial of their first name and the account size. So you'll see majority of them will be 100K. But there are 200K accounts and 250K accounts as well. Now, one thing you guys probably noticed is that I am using notes on my MacBook. Initially, when I first started winning challenges for myself, then friends and family, I didn't need the information to be put on a platform such as Excel or Notes and so forth. But when I started my community group last year, and then late last year when I started my management, that's when I got more serious about putting all information of the clients in one platform. And then obviously I had the days remaining for the challenge to be passed. I also had the profit targets, etc., all those things in a proper table But I did remove all that because these challenges were passed eventually. So I didn't need to have all the information left over. Just with the link is fine. And using notes was pretty fairly reasonable for me at the time when I was dealing with and managing a few amount of clients. It wasn't nothing too crazy. I had everything on one platform. I had all the necessary information that I needed. And obviously, it didn't affect the passing rate or the winning rate because the success rate was pretty high. So now, obviously, I'm dealing with a lot more clients. And so I did set up, took some time off in January and February off management and did set up a huge platform and, the necessary software that I needed to make sure that I can manage everything. Again, I'm still manually trading. However, I did have to get devices and so forth, software to make sure that my management is not affected and everything is obviously simplified for me. Alrighty, so let's take a look at some of the past challenges. Now, the very first two that you guys see here, I will be showing you guys these two. These two are actually my challenges that I passed back in May of 2020. And the significance of these two are that these were my very first two challenges, and I passed both of them within 1 week. Obviously, my strategy at the time was very early on. I was testing a lot of different things. And so, let's see what happened. So, you can see there was a drawdown. However, I did continue to rise and profit was made to the target. I want you guys to take a look at this number. So 10,032. Let's take a look at the second challenge that was passed. And again, the date is May 2020. Let's match it with this one, 4 May 2020. And the profit target that I reached was 10,218. And you can see that it's clearly different from this one. So these were my very first two challenges that I took back in May of 2020. And obviously, I did not pass all my challenges, so it was a rigorous process. But once I got a hang of it, I did pass eventually and profit, as you guys can see from my profit payout videos. So after winning the first two challenges, I did end up winning two verifications that I'll try to find in here as well. And then I got funded. However, that was a long journey before I ended up losing those accounts and had to start over. But it didn't obviously make my friends or family not believe in me. And they also trusted and believed in me. And that's where you can see that at the same time that I started winning the challenge verification, they also wanted to be a part of that progress themselves and see themselves winning. So let's click on this one. So this was in December of 2020, and you can see that it's passed. Let's go to this one right here. You can see that this was in January of 2021. So now almost a year later, and you can see another 100K challenge passed. Let's go down over here. Let's see this one. So this is another challenge. This was a 200K challenge, right? So you could see that it was also passed. And this is in December 2021. After actually I got my payout, which was in, I believe, October of 2021. And then we have, let's go here. This is a 10K profit. So it's a 100K challenge. One here. Let's keep it going. Let's go over here. This was in March of 2022. This is a 200K challenge. Again, different numbers, but still it's a past challenge. Let's go over here. It's another client. This one was a 100K challenge passed. And I can keep going down the list. We can see some 200K challenges here. So let's take a look at this where it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. So let's take a look for validity purposes if they're all different challenges. So the first one in 25th of April, you can see 20K profit target was matched, and it is indeed a 200K challenge. Let's go to the next one right here. This was also a 200K challenge done on May 4th, or started on May 4th, and the profit target was reached with a different profit amount, and it is another 200K challenge. Let's look at this one right here. Same thing, 8th of May started 2120, and it is indeed a separate 200K challenge. Let's take a look at the next one. This one was started on 29th of September. Different profit amount right here, as we can see. And indeed, it is another 200K challenge that was passed. And then we have another one, 13th of October. So all these challenges that are listed are not in order, but majority of them are. But let's take a look. Different number and another 200K. Let's keep going. And the last of the list of here of the 200Ks, we can take a look. 13th October, different profit amount, and it was indeed passed. We can keep running down the list. It continues on and on and on. I can keep going. Let's stop right here. So these are some of the 250Ks with E8Funding. So let's take a look at this. And you can see here that we did indeed pass and exceed the amount of 20,000, which was the target. With E8Funding, it is 8%, not 10% like FTMO for phase 1. And yep, so this was passed. Let's continue down the list. You can see a bunch of E8Fundings. I have them on my Instagram as well. You can continue down the list here. Let's see. Yeah, let's go over here. Let's take a look at this. This was a payout. As you can see, this was paid out to a client, and it was as recent as December. Let's continue. There's more payouts. Let's take a look at this. This was another payout, and as you can see, this was as late as 20th of December. And yep, so that's the list, and I will be showing you guys some client payouts in a further video or videos, along with interviewing some of the clients and showing you guys the process from just the first step of purchasing the challenge and getting the challenge managed by me, and then once we get to the funded level, getting the payouts and so forth. The last thing that I want to mention is, well, before anything, if you guys have not joined my Telegram community group, I would advise you guys to join. There's a lot of things that you guys can benefit from. But if you guys are a part of the group, you guys can take a look back in history that when I did start my management as far as within my Telegram community group, dating back to July, I did start posting the updates and stats of my current clients at the time, right? So you guys can see some very basic stats. I did obviously post some entries, but you guys can see here. Let's continue. You guys can see more of it over here. So I started posting more of the accounts getting passed. Let's continue down the line here. Right here. So I used to put a screenshot of all the different challenges that were passed, just so it doesn't, take up a lot of space, and it's just in one screenshot of all the different challenges. Right here again, all the different stats for more proof. And again, you guys can see here, you guys can match the numbers, go back, and you guys will see that they're all different accounts. And over here, you guys can see that I've actually posted some of the clients who actually made it to the leaderboard, right? And so that was very, very interesting that I got some clients on the leaderboard multiple times, I would just say. And there's just more proof here, and it continues from there. And at this point is where I realized that I should go big with the management because of the high rate of success. Right, so I've been having a 75 to 80% success rate on passing, and so I did divide my attention with the course and the management. I have an official document over here, which you guys can read if you guys do join the group, of how we can manage the payouts, and what kind of ranges of numbers you guys are looking at in terms of profit. more proof here of client payouts. And before I end off the video, I did look on YouTube and on the social media circles, but I could not find somebody who has passed more challenges than myself. So I have single-handedly passed more challenges, and that's with manual trading. No EAs, no robots, no copy trader, nothing, out of anybody that I know of. And now I could be on pace to triple that number, quadruple that number. We are growing at a fast rate, and I love the team I have around me and the resources I have around me, and I am ready full steam to continue with as many clients as possible. And that will wrap up our video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Any questions, concerns, you guys can always comment below, and you guys can join my group if you guys would like to DM me personally and get started. There is a form in the description if you want to get started immediately, and there's links for the management to get started immediately. Take care, guys.